In this video, we're going to go through how to add some more pages in and link them into one central place, and also how to adjust the navigation in your web page to make it a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. So from the last video, I added in another subject because this applies a lot if you teach two different subjects. So now I'm a 7th grade social studies and science teacher. The problem is sometimes one page isn't really going to be good enough if I want to put class content, because especially if your students have Chromebooks or it's one-to-one or you're going to the computer lab, this will be a great place to put resources where your students can go and click on links where they don't have to type in a web address, they don't have to go to a county office web page to look for it or anywhere else. You can direct them always to your web page, and it just makes it a little bit more user-friendly for parents because then they always know where to go. They go to your web page, they find stuff on your web page. I've already got this sample page here, so I'm going to open that up and I'm just going to adjust the name of it. So in order to do that, I can just click the pencil and I can type it right here. Let's say I want to do social studies. So now I already have this in here. In order to put in links to different resources, what I would suggest is actually go into that resource in a new tab so we can get the link. Let's say we want to add in Questia. This is if you're in high school, you have your Questia account set up already. We can go here to find different digital resources. In middle school and elementary school, we don't have this, but I'm just going to use this as an example. And if I go back to my web page, let's say I wanted to put Questia here. And I want to make it a link so my students can click on it. So I'm going to highlight, make a link there. I'm going to make sure that I copy the link here, this web address. And then I'm going to change this to web address here and paste it in. Once I hit OK, it now becomes a link. I want to make that a little bit bigger so that people can see it, so I'm going to make it about 16. And if I hit save, it's there. It'll automatically be there. And if I scroll over, you can see it's hyperlinked. It'll take the student straight to that login page. It's a perfect resource for that. Now, let's say I want to add in another page. Since I did that for social studies, I want to add in a page for science. We'll just hit create page. Since it's going to be science, I'll just name science. Now, this is going to be an important thing for you to do as far as organization. Select a location. This won't affect what your web page looks like, but it'll affect the organization and how easy it is to find it. It gives me a few options. Put at the top level, put page under social studies, and it also gives us this option to choose a different location. Well, I want it under the home page. I don't want it at the top level, and I don't want it under social studies, so I'm just going to click choose a different location. And it takes me straight to the map. This is what's considered your site map. So if somebody clicks on site map, they see exactly this. So I'm going to click home and then hit create. And it will automatically take me to my science page. And you see in your navigation, I automatically have it here too. So I can click on science and it takes me straight there. Now let's go through how we can actually edit this navigation. Because let's say I don't like the sidebar. I want tabs because that seems much more professional. So I'm going to go to the gear. Click on that. And then you should see an edit site layout. If you click on that, it pulls up this menu where you can edit things. It allows me to edit the header, but really there's nothing in the header right now. Even if I click on it, it just gives me some options, so it doesn't really affect that. And then if I want to affect this sidebar, We don't want to go over here and just delete it completely. Let's just unclick it. It disables it. So now that goes away. And what we're going to click on is horizontal navigation. If I do that, it allows me to add in my tabs. So if we just go to where it would be, it gives us this option to edit horizontal navigation. And we just click on it. It brings this box up. It won't automatically add your pages in. So we'll have to hit add page. But it takes me to the sitemap. So I'm going to open the home, and then I have two options. See here, how about science? We'll go ahead and put science in there first. We'll do the same thing for social studies. We'll add in this. And we always want to try to include a sitemap, so click sitemap so that it includes it. The sitemap is the central place where anybody can go to navigate around your web page. And now the style, I don't want just links up here. Let's say I want boxes. I'm going to click boxes. It'll just make it look a little bit more defined. And then hit OK. And now I have that up there. When I'm done editing these options, I just hit close. And it automatically goes up there. So now it looks a little bit more professional. Everything's there. It's not fancy. It's not going to be one of these things where it's a professionally designed web page where it's for a business, but it's functional and it actually looks a lot better than when we started. Now, the next video will go through how we can change some of the themes and colors.